Alright, we're live. Hi everyone, I am Pedro Canaris, and this is a rehash of Moogle's first seed. I'm joined here by Drinks Glue, the ultimate dog of the community. How are you doing, Glue?
Thank you, Pero. I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, Pero asked if there are any experts in the community that wanted to join him today, and unfortunately, nobody was available, so he picked me instead. So I'm here to learn and offer any insight I can as well.
Glue is the Tonic D champion, so I'm pretty sure he has plenty of knowledge to share on stream today. Alright, so I'm pretty sure most of us started at some point with Moogle's first seed. The original video is a little bit updated by this point. It was on version 1.1 of the randomizer, and now we are at 1.3.1. So a lot has happened. We have a new check, many new flags, a lot of things happened. Many Ultras League seasons too. And today we're gonna run through a new seed, which is a little bit different. So for this occasion, I prepared something closer to what our racing setting will be, which is Ultras League, which is pretty much what everyone runs as a standard racing setting, but with a few tweaks. We're gonna run an easier version of that. Sort of, you can ease into a racing configuration, but with a few easier settings. So. Oh, I see Falcon here in chat wants to join in.
I got a little surprise for you, Pero. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Falcon Hit is, he is our reigning Ultras League champion, and he's going to join us during the opening segment to give some expert insight from the champion himself.
Oh, beautiful.
So, actually, if you go let him in the room, and he'll get us kicked off here, and we'll
yeah,
get
sure.
the best advice possible.
All right, Falcon, welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
All right. The first question I have is how do you do? Don't you have like neck pain of wearing all those medals from all those leagues?
Oh no, that's why they make belts, right? Because the back is stronger than the neck.
All right. So Falcon Hit is probably top 3, top 2, top 1 of our racing community. What do you have to say to new runners who are trying to start with Worlds Collide?
I would say try not to be discouraged, and if you're not like super into it, come back to it. When I started, I downloaded a seed, and then I didn't run it, and then 6 months later, I came back to it. Not the seed, but I downloaded another one, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So if it's like maybe you're not that into it, try coming back to it.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember for a lot of new players that it's like basketball. You don't watch Kevin Durant sink 30-foot jump shots and then go out there and try to sink 30-foot jump shot yourself. You build up to it. You learn how to make a layup. You learn how to make a free throw, use your left hand or your off hand, if you will, and then you gradually turn out there. Your first couple of seeds, you may struggle a little bit, and that's normal. That's what that's what we're trying to help out here with. Get some of the ins and outs ironed out for you to get you started. So my first seed, which wasn't that long ago, was probably in the spring. Probably took me 3 hours and 45 minutes to go through it, and I've just dwindled it down since, gotten a little better each time.
Yeah, it's amazing to hear all the different experiences with the randomizer. I also started with Moogle's first seed. I ran a few MFT seeds and then just started easing my way into Ultras League, and I haven't stopped yet. I had a fair share of ugly seeds at the very beginning, but it's so fun. You gotta enjoy the process as well. The learning curve. Also, vanilla knowledge is very important. So if you are a FF6 fan, that knowledge will sure come in handy when you face Match Master and you have a little offense. So that knowledge is very important to have. So all right. Any other comments before we begin?
Let's hit that new game button. Let's see what happens. Let's dive on head first into this thing. And
all right. Okay. So let's go. One quick thing. I'm gonna set up my configuration first, and I'm gonna set to memory cursor. This is mostly personal preference, but most of us run in memory. and if you want to tweak your colors, you can do it here. One thing you will notice on screen, I have a notepad here with a lot of locations, and this is very helpful if you're a new runner, and also if you have like a memory the size of a goldfish like me. I take a lot of notes during the run, so I track whatever high tier items or helpful things that could be handy during the run. I will note it here. So without further ado, let's get going, shall we? All right,
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. And I pause my emulator, and 3, 2, 1, go. Now we go, actually. All right, so
Beautiful.
okay, we got
Ooh, this
interesting
is
starting
a
party.
juicy start. Very
Yeah.
juicy start.
Fantastic.
All right. So we have Cyan, Terra, and Gao with runic, control, natural magic with, oh my god, 54 more magic, and
goodness.
jump and slot Gao. So that's your starting party.
What a beautiful gal. Jump
Yeah.
slots.
Yeah. So I'm not too excited, but I mean 56 bigger is not bad. What is the first thing you think when you see this kind of party configuration? Other than equipping a Mortal Charm before you take a random encounter.
I think I'm going straight to cave to the sealed gate.
Correct. Yeah, usually we have a bunch of looting, like classic looting locations, but when you start with Terra, pretty much if you see Terra, you head over to the sealed gate because chest density is something very important, and the more chests you can find or you can loot in a certain period of time, like efficiency is very important, as you will see throughout the run. So I'm gonna go through this door, I'm gonna loot everything in this basement.
Yeah, there's not too many a runner that will see that Terra start and not come to Sealed Gate, just because you mentioned chest density. All the chests you're going to hit on your way, plus at the end of Sealed Gate is one of Terra's checks, and that's either going to give you progression towards completing the game, if you will, or it's going to give you a high tier item. And that high tier item, if it's extremely important, you're getting it at the earliest possible time, it's going to give you huge value throughout the seed.
Excellent.
Okay,
Alright.
so when I have a Terra start, I do something a little bit different. Based on this treasure room right here, I determine whether I need to loot extra chests, because I'm a big believer in, like, you make your own luck, right? So if this room is not very good, like, in my opinion, this room was not very good because you had only a Genji armor,
I agree.
and like in earrings is your second best. So I would loot pretty much every chest, in the long room after the lava room. I would loot pretty much every chest in that room.
When you do that treasure room Falcon hit, if you could pick the top 5 things you want to see the starter seed with, that you get in the first 20 chests, what are those top 5 items you want?
Experience egg, Illumina, V-knife, offering, Ragnarok. Those are pretty much any item is fantastic.
Wow, not a single mention to Genji helmet. I am disappointed.
Ugh, Genji helmet.
Well, actually, hold on, give me a second. What about bottom 5 high tier items you want to see?
Bottom 5 high tier items.
What is immediately getting sold?
Ooh, Melee's here.
Gem box.
Hey, G-Box is money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Immediately getting sold. Economizer if I don't have like lore, or I mean, I guess I could like save the economizer. Maybe I get like Bahamut.
A comment
And
on
then-
Economizer. This flag set has Ultima 254 MP, so Economizer is not like a instant
I
trash
see.
tier item.
Okay,
I
it's
think
not
the
bad.
worst possible one you could is Genji helmet or Genji shield,
Mhm.
just because you're going to sell them for about 10k. Or if you get that gem box can get you around 30k. Ooh, we got Saber Wolf the Raid, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, my dog.
Welcome, Saber. Get some wolves in chat. Alright, and our reward for walking all the way here is... Da-da-da-da! A Magicite. It's Phantom. Alright, pseudo calmness protection. Not bad. Oh, what am I going that way?
That's
Whoops.
that's full calmness protection right there. You just need to feather it.
It's a little bit more finicky than the Fenrir and Golem, but it's still workable.
I say it's full calmness protection, but then you early cast calmness into a W win, and you're like, this probably didn't work out as I planned.
Right. Usually when I have
As
a
you
Terra
mentioned-
start, when I have a Terra start, I tend to go to Zen to check the thief here because it's before Salfero, so I usually do this. I don't know
and
what
you
the right
mentioned
is.
calmness protection. In a runner's mind, in the more seasons runner's mind, there's a
Oof.
few things we want to check off here in the next hour or so before we go to the final
So
boss.
expensive.
And calmness protection is one of those main things, along with mute and instant death.
Oh. All right,
baby.
this is a spicy.
I may back out and have you share this seed to me.
All right. I'm not gonna buy this yet until I find a weapon, but I'm gonna make a note on my notepad saying that offering is here. All right. And I'm gonna buy an atlas because someone usually uses an atlas, and I'm also gonna note the boots are here because in case we get a horn or a jumper, knowing where boots are can be useful. If you didn't see before, I picked. If you talk to this guy here, it will say glowing stone. That means this guy is holding an esper. Unfortunately, it's way too expensive for me to buy this now. And maybe you can head on. You can head to the World of Ruin and see if you can get a better deal. Which is this is also it's almost max price, which is pretty much like 99% of the chance we get a better deal on the World of Ruin.
What are the GP cost range that esper can cost, Pero?
1 to 65,535, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And we have one member in the community that got a 2 GP Esper. Which is a thing.
Unbelievable.
My record is 7.
Nice. Alright. I'm gonna buy a few consumables here to help me through the run. Basically, this flag set starts with Phoenix Down, so I already have 5. Maybe gotta buy a couple of more. Potions, I like to buy like 11. I just hit up on the inventory and buys 11. 110 just in case. Revivify is very important because zombies are awful in your team and it also can insta-kill some enemies. Antidotes, status healing is also pretty important. Smoke bombs to run away from some pesky enemies. And now off we go to South Theater, which is one of the most popular looting places.
Pero, what's one consumable that you really wish you had right now?
Remedies, maybe?
The Super Volcano as a consumable.
I guess it definitely does, but I was leaning
flame
more
shield.
toward the dried meat. Because typically in a standard flag set, there will be 5 shops, 4 or 5, I forgot off the top of my head, where dried meat could possibly be. And if you look on Pero's notepad of all the possible shop destinations, there are only 4 of those. And is that kind of the airship? Is the airship on there? Yes, it is. So only 4 of those can contain dried meat. And dried meat is needed to complete one of Gal's checks, his trip to the Velt check. You kill the monster, you throw some dried meat out there, and then you get the reward.
Yep. Oh, okay, more earrings. I'm swimming in earrings right now. Alright, so earrings are one of the most OP relics you can get. Basically boosts magic by 25% and you can stack them. So, pretty good that we got a bunch of them. Should be covered for the rest of the round. I'm gonna buy one of these. White dress is good for boosting magic power, and it's very cheap. Same with Magus hats, you see one of those. Especially Magus are like 600 GP or so, so if I see Magus hats, I usually buy them. 2 or 3 of them. Bags.
Pop quiz for Falcon Hit.
Mm-hmm.
If I equip an earring and a hero ring, what happens to my magic power?
It's boosted by 50%.
What happens if I equip 2 hero rings to my magic power?
Also boosted by 50%.
What happens to my physical attack if I equip 2 hero rings?
It's only 25% because they don't stack on each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's a 2-time champ.
Oh, it has shurikens. Also, one thing you want to buy, if you see them in shops, is shurikens. They're super cheap, and if you get a thrower down the run, you have stuff to throw at enemies, I guess.
In a scene like this, I would aggressively look in item shops for the dried meat because of the characters that you have, you don't really have a good starting character. But what I mean by that is a character with a check with fights that are required. An example of this would be Owzer's Mansion, if you had Realm, or something else.
Maybe Savin with
All right,
Imperial Camp.
Save in with Imperial Camp. You actually do have a character in Gal with Serpent Trench, but ideally you would combine it with the Velchek, because otherwise you would be wasting time. You'd have to do the trench and then eventually go back. So I would be looking in item shops off of Cave to the Seal Gate. I would be checking Hallbrook because the item shop is very near the entrance.
Yeah, so
And
pick.
yeah,
With my luck, it will be in IKEA. World of Balance.
Yeah, it's almost a rule of thumb if you have a Gal start that it's only in Nikia World of Balance.
there was one scene where I thought to myself, "Oh, it's definitely in Ikea," so I went to Ikea first, and then it was there, and I was like, "Yes, of course it's here."
Yeah, and then some of the faster item shops you can get to when you get to that desperation point where you're going just look for dried meat are going to be, as you mentioned, Albrook. The Sen shop in both worlds, it's right there front and center as soon as you go up the ramp. And if you're really desperate, at Gal's dad house, the Chocobo guy is, only a few steps away from the entrance.
And then if you're really, really desperate, Figaro Castle. It has two
Oh,
item
yeah.
shops.
Or the airship.
Yeah,
World of Balance airship has trolled me a few times.
Mhm.
Everybody forgets about the airship.
Yeah, alright, so... at this point, I think I looted enough. I'm not entirely happy with my weapon selection, and I'm still looking for dried meat, so I'm gonna do like a quick stop at Colingen and check the shops there. And if we don't have meat here, I'll check the airship maybe, because we wanna do a Velt check as early as you want to get only Lobos as your encounters. Unfortunately, no dried meat here either. So we'll keep looking, and in the meantime we'll also check shops. We will have enhancers. I'm gonna buy one of those for Terra.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Pero. I ran a scene earlier today where I ran into the dinosaurs from the Dino Forest. I ran into some Doom Dragons, and then I forgot I had to counter them, and then I found Gal, and went straight to the belt, and I ran into all those nightmares again. So that's why it's so smart to come here early. Because the only possible boss that will be there, or excuse me, the only possible encounter there right now is the Lobo until you get some other encounters.
Alright, no airship meat.
If I really want the dried meat, I would also check World of Balance Thamasa, because there are 5 chests there, so you get good looting, and also
it's also
good.
close to the check location. So,
Mhm.
okay, do we have meat? If I have meat here, I won't loot the town. Oh crap! It's one of those seeds, boys.
Uh-oh.
I'm here. I'm gonna do a little bit of looting. Maybe try
That's all right,
try to nail a weapon for Cyan, because other than his vigor stat, he has nothing going for him. He can equip a lance.
In this kind of scene, I would look to replace Cyan as my first character to go.
Yeah. Also, we have natural jump Gao, so.
Yeah, the problem with Cyan is he always has great vigor, but his vanilla assortment of equipment he can use is so rough. So he's not as useful as a lock, because by default you really need that one of those 1 in 3 chances of him being able to equip an Illumina hit for him to be useful.
Damn! Ice shields back to back.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice. Merton Seed?
Hopefully. I haven't checked my Phantom yet, but maybe. I also have a flame shield, so that's 3 out of 3 protection. Okay, I'm already starting to get impatient with my meat search, so I'm probably gonna visit Thamasa, and I think at this point I will just I don't know. What would you do? I would just jump into the trench. I've been looting for way too long already.
Yep, I would also jump in the trench after Thamasa. Occasionally I look in what's that town called? What's the town to the left of Thamasa?
Mobilis.
Mobilis, right. I would look in Mobilis sometimes, but a rule of thumb for me is I stopped looting at twice my characters and espers. So if I have 4 characters and espers right now, I would limit myself to 8 minutes of looting, and then just start jumping into checks.
No meat. Damn.
Unlucky.
We're telling you, it's in Nikia.
God, okay, just for the memes, I'm gonna check Nakia, but you should not do that on a run. Just jump to the trench if you're in this situation. Alright, I already have earrings. Okay, one beam check in Nakia, and then we're off to the trench, because this is obviously not working.
I'm 99.9% sure it's a Nikia.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, you've checked 1, 2, 3, 6 shops. So yeah, actually, I'm 100% sure now.
That's some good
adjusted
odds.
my formula.
Let's see. Let's see, we get trolled today. It's either the airship or Nakia when you get trolled. Oh, come on. There we go. And... there we go. There it is.
Nice.
That's where they pay me the big
Every
bucks.
time. I'm not even checking the rest of the shops. We are gonna do the Veld.
Yeah, you'll get them on the way back. Save a few seconds.
Alright. We're gonna head over to trench entrance, and here we're gonna do our Veld check. Remember, for Veld check, you need 3 characters. You need 1 space for Gao to show up. I'm gonna check whatever this Esper is, and Strain +2 is pretty spicy. But we don't have any weapons. What would you do now in this situation? Give it to Terra, which is a potentially Lumina user?
I would put it on Gao because in my mind, his end game is jump. If I really have to, I will have to. I will put a man-eater on him. It doesn't matter.
He can equip a stunner. I'll roll with that.
Yeah, even the
Ooh,
stunner is good enough.
Stunner is great.
Because he's level 3. By the time you're out of that trench, he's going to be like, what, a level 11, 12? He's going to get another 20 strength.
Right. I guess this guy is gonna get... oh, whoops. There we go. Hands up. And we're gonna set up our relics. What were this team again? Oh, you have Slot. And pretty much useless rest of the party until they learn spells. So I'm gonna do double earrings on him. Also double earrings on you. And then you're gonna get like a earrings charm. No charm, because we need to do the... we need to do this. And if you don't encounter any random monsters anywhere, this is also always going to be a level. So, alright. Prediction. How many times before we get a reward? I say 2.
4.
4? You...
That was 1.
Well, I'm going to say 2 too, because it's usually 2. I think the chances of this is 5 and 8. So odds are good. It's like, oh, Cyan is so weak.
Second try.
Just like I said, too.
Oh, I didn't organize my inventory. Oh, there we go. Make sure you don't give the dry meat to yourself. If you only have 1, it's a sad thing to do.
Yes, please buy 3 or 4, ladies and gentlemen. I've done that before.
I used to buy 3, but I've put it down to 2 because it's been a long time since I've dried meated myself.
Alright, second Esper. Probably... Ooh, speed! And now jumping with +2 speed. I would swap this out, to be honest.
I would also swap it out. I think speed is a more important stat for a jumper than strength.
I agree. And Phantom on Terra, I guess, in case we get like a add my Lumina rag. That's what we're gonna do. Make a save before entrance. Just for everyone who doesn't know, speed affects how fast you will land after jumping. So pretty much top stat for a jumper. And then second place strength. Can I explain slots, says Arusta. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, slots is kind of a finicky skill. So you can, for slots, I learned it to time it. I never learned the pause buffering ever. So basically, some people like to pause buffer this until they see the diamond. I never got it to work. So I just, I learned to time my slots, but then I failed it. But any comments about slots that you guys want to do while I roll this?
I actually learned slots from Falcon Hit. It's the noise I make to myself when I start it as I go, dun, 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 and I am almost guaranteed to. Yeah, there you go.
Yep,
I'm
that's
almost guaranteed to get 7 flush.
Yep. This timing is on the first wheel. There's a section that is a diamond followed by the chocobo. That's a timing where I aim to hit. Usually I hit the diamond, but sometimes it doesn't. What am I saying? I use this timing because even if I'm late, I'll just get Chocobob instead. So there's a good window where you'll just always get an offensive one, unless you get unlucky with the diamond. You can get unlucky with the diamond sometimes.
Yeah, even with a minimal understanding with myself,
Oh!
if you just get it down right, you got any. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, we could die
Oh!
here. Who has? Okay, Terra
are
has
you-
Phantom. How much does Phantom cost? Because I don't remember. Can we tincture and Phantom to survive this?
I think
think
it's
so.
yeah. I think it's about
Uh-oh.
26.
And I have 27 magic on Terra. Okay, this is very risky. We can easily wipe here.
I think you're okay if.
Oh yeah, we can.
you're-
Right.
Are you back row?
Yes.
Okay, then you should be fine.
And I have Doom. I just learned Doom, so we should be fine. All right, we got Phantom out. Okay, we're safe. This is the most important. Oh, not most important. Sorry. The best encounter in the game for experience, basically. This is gonna skyrocket our XP, like I don't know, level 15 or more after this fight. I mean, we have Phantom. We can just fight and slot. I don't need to use another tincture to.
Yep, ain't
Oh.
nothing he can do to you.
Oh,
If you
H1.
encounter this fight, they have okay defense, but they have almost zero magic defense, so you almost always want to be casting magic on them.
Yeah, and they are vulnerable to break and instant death. So if you have X Zone, Doom, Break, even a Break Blade, Shout, Esper, Raiden, Odin, there's many ways you can kill them.
Oh, you can also. Wait, are these the ones with revenge? I think if you control one of the Dragontos, they might have revenge.
Oh, I screwed up.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
No, that's gonna clear my Phantom status. That's bad, actually. Okay, we're gonna control. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna control one, and that's gonna hit, but I'm good HP, so. Oh, wait a second. See, this is very annoying. I did not expect this encounter at all.
Question for you, Peril.
Yeah.
You got a couple elemental shields in the bag.
Yeah, I should. At this point, they're not hitting that hard.
I think they died of one more.
Yeah,
flush.
at this point, I dealt enough damage. I don't have a roll, right? No, I don't have a roll. Let me control this one. If she doesn't die, oh, she died. All right. Okay. If I cannot screw up one of these slots again, they will die. There we go. Thank you. Hopefully that will kill. Oh, there we go. We're good. Alright, we're gonna get like 18,000 experience out of this.
Amazing.
Oh boy.
I think that's level 13.
Yeah, and you may get
That's
another
so
one
much
here.
experience. 13?
Yeah.
No, it's like 50.
No, it's
right?
yeah. It's absurd the amount of XP you get from those. 18. Oh man. Oh. All right. So you're never gonna get this fight. It's like a very low chance to get this fight going. But if you do, okay, I'm gonna tincture this too.
If you get this fight, this is like a sub hour. This is pushing on sub 1 hour.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a great time to talk about scaling and what that entails for monsters.
Yeah. So scaling for this seed is oh my lord, this is it.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
The rich get richer.
Okay, we're gonna Doom. You don't have Doom, right? No. Okay. Nice. All right, that's one. And I'm gonna tincture. Where is it? I had tinctures, or did I burn them all? Oh, I'm gonna use neither.
It's up top.
Oh, never mind. Oh, that's fine. Unless they hit Terra, we're fine. All right. Doom. As you can see, instant death them. Much easier. There we go. And they're gone. And now we're level 22? I don't know. Oh, okay. So this is not your standard seed experience. So usually we try to take encounters to be above the level of scaling. All right, I'm gonna run away from this one. There's no point in running and fighting any more with monsters.
Yeah.
So in this seed and Ultra Scaling, which is our main racing setting, scaling is gonna be twice the number of characters, espers, and dragons that we have. So this is gonna be 4-2 because we just found Gogo. So 4 plus 2 is equals 6 times 2, 12. So that's gonna be the level of the scaling. And now, so scaling is 12, and I am level 23 after this absurd trench. I don't know what to say. Any comments about this?
I think you're about to have a fun time the rest of the seed, Terra.
Yeah, that's gonna be a smooth sailing from now on. Break blade. Okay, nothing interesting. Oh, snipers. Can anyone use those snipers? Terra. No, she's casting. A loser merchant. That's true. All right. So from here, we can do pretty much anything. We have learned a couple of spells. So would you go for fast checks? We go for multi-part checks, something like a Dome Dream. What would you do now? I would go Dome Dream because it's one of my favorite checks, but that's just personal preference.
I would either go Dumb Dream or I would go ahead and go to Narsh and do the Welt Gate. And then if I did the Welt Gate right here, I would check the Narsh shops, and that's probably going to be the last shops I check the rest of the game because you're so far ahead of scaling.
Yeah.
You're going to have that plus strength plus 2 Esper. You're cooking, my dog.
I would do Siege into Dream because they're in the same area. So
that is not a choice.
Also,
and we are right next, actually.
Yeah, you're right next to it because you've just done Trench.
Yeah. Plus,
So,
we have a free heal after Siege, which is not a thing. All right. Okay, we didn't do any spicy weapon right now. You're okay. So our weapons are kind of crap, except for Stunner. So at this point, would you switch Gao to a Jumper, because of the absurd level? We don't have a Horn yet, but I don't know. This is kind of an odd situation we have here.
I think Gao is better as a caster until about level 20. Well, we're basically level 25, but level 25 is about the breakpoint where physical attacks get to the same damage as level 2 magical attacks, in my opinion.
Okay. I need to heal. I grab a few sleeping bags. Save. And let's head on. We shouldn't have too much trouble with this, I think.
I would also consider swapping the strength back to Gao because 85 speed is a lot of speed.
Tools.
It's up there.
Tools versus Gogo. I don't really like Gogo with this party. I think we're gonna get this guy, which is much better. And there was a drill somewhere, if you guys remember where it was, but...
I know there were some snipers.
Oh, it's the Yeti. Hello. I think someone learned fire, not you. Uh-oh. No bar. No bar. Bar is dangerous. Oh, we have flash. Alright, we're gonna do that. And Terra has fire, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Yeti's weak to fire, so we're gonna do that. Sometimes if you have high enough damage, you can skip the green cherry phase of the Yeti. But I don't think it will be the case here because we're kind of... I don't know. Oh. Okay, maybe one fire, two... No, we didn't skip it. But he should be about to die.
This is very misleading. It says 100 times power up, but it is not 100 times power up.
Kind of scares me
the first time back in the 90s.
And there we go.
So in this situation, I would only be attacking with Terra and Gao because they deal damage.
Yeah.
Cyan and Locke, their fight command is not very good.
Yeah.
For the decision on who to take out for Locke, I would actually take out Cyan. Because in my opinion, he is just that bad of a character. That Gogo would be better than him.
I trust Cyan. He sometimes can equip stuff and be decent. You know what? Since he's not jumping, I'm gonna sweep the... Oh, he cannot use it. Can you use it? No. Alright, that's weird. Alright, get back on the starter, I guess. Yeah, our weapon situation is kind of not ideal here. You should be able to wear a mouse hat, and I do want to check more shops because we're really dependent on weapons right now. Okay, I need to unequip.
Oh,
Alright.
the moral power-up is complete nonsense. If I remember correctly, the only thing that happens is he gains Safe and Shell.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
and he starts hanging around the ceiling and jumping down on you.
Yeah, and he gets the ability to jump. But...
Yeah, I'm gonna unequip Gogo here to get back my earrings, which he didn't use at all. And I'm gonna bank. This is probably not safe, but I'm gonna bank on finding a decent weapon for Cyan. If I don't find it, I guess I'll take whatever character I get next. And I'm gonna check the weapon shop here. We do have an offering, but we have no weapons to pair it with. There were offerings for sale, you know. Please have something, thank you.
I think you're so far ahead of skilling that Cyan, even if Cyan just casts Phantom in the final Kefka fight, that's all he really needs to do.
Oh, you know what? I'm
You
gonna
don't need
switch
a full team.
I'm gonna switch Strength on Phantom to Lock in case we find a good weapon. I think Terra has high enough Strength. Those boosts. Oh, it's Shadow of the Yeti, but unfortunately we don't have the Yeti.
There's an interesting routing point where, since you got Lock, you really wanted to do an Arch Weapon Shop, because after this check, specifically, you'd be able to get the item afterwards. But you would also have to switch worlds, and in my opinion, it's not worth switching worlds just for one check. So, if I was in this situation, I would switch worlds, do Dome and Dream, do Weapon Shop, then switch back and do Terrace check.
Yeah. One thing I did not notice right now is that we had Weapon Shop available, and I just went to World of Balance, and I'm not able to take the reward down here.
There's not really nothing.
Wait, is it? Can you grab it before you grab the Weapon Shop, or not? Oh no, you
No,
can. Okay.
No.
There's the returner isn't there, so it's just
Okay.
like an empty check.
All right, interesting. I didn't know though. But I never came here before doing Lock, so I guess we'll see if it's worth coming back here. But yeah, if you see Lock, usually going straight to Weapon Shop is a good idea.
So what you're doing, there's nothing wrong with, because my rule of thumb is I just do everything desirable in one world until I run out of desirable checks, and then I switch to the other world and do what's desirable, and go from there and figure out the rest as it comes up.
Ooh,
That's
the king
also
is
what
here.
I usually do. Oh, Edgar?
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah, we're just gonna save and go because I don't think I looted anything decent here. We're just gonna take this guy and head over to battle. Oops, not you, Gogo. You are here. There we go. So Kef Carnage is one of those chicks that can save your run or can be a like gigantic waste of time. It's kind of like far away. You have to climb the entire Nash to do it, but on the other hand, it's peekable. So it does have its appeal if you can chain it with other checks like we just did with the Well Gate. And we're gonna do the skip here. Hopefully not fail it. Alright, we didn't make a fool of ourselves. And it's the Marshal. We have Noise Blaster. Oh, of course.
We do.
That's perfect. Alright, this should be easy enough. H-Bomb? Nice.
Pero, where are we going after this, Pero? Where are we heading next?
That's a good question. I'll see what the king has to offer. Because I need to focus a little here. I'm gonna do Ice 2 here. I'm thinking, like, one thing we should explain here, for how the randomizer works is that with Edgar we are already at our character requirements. So the way the randomizer works is that it will place characters deeper than wider. So that means if you get a character, there's a bigger chance that you get a character on that on those characters' checks. So for example, I found Edgar. There's a big chance that Edgar checks have characters, and I really need espers right now. So a couple of things we can do here. Where are you, Edgar, by the way? Okay, sign us out officially.
See you later, Cyan.
I mean, we're right here, so we're gonna loot. This is probably gonna be our last looting of the seed. I usually want to be somewhere between 50 and 60 chests. That's like a good amount of chests. See if we get any juicy... Oh, the horn! Alright. And a gauntlet! Oh,
Ooh, baby.
we got the entire... Yeah. Yeah. We got the jumping starter kit. Alright, we don't need to go here. We also don't need to check monsters in the box.
That stunner alone is gonna make them really juicy.
All right,
At
so
this point, I would just be going. No, no chest, no.
So here,
no nothing.
I want to see Esper. So the first obvious choice is, I would say Weapon Shop. Weapon Shop into Tritok, which both can only be items as Espers. And we can also kill a dragon in the way, so that's what I would do. Other choices would be maybe, I don't know, pick the throne in Edgar, but there's a chance there's going to be a character there, so I would avoid Edgar's checks for now. So I'm going to go to the World of Ruin and do the whole World of Ruin Arch thing. And maybe we'll see what other option there is available for the weapon shop. Also, we have a free heal here. I'm gonna drink from this. And if you're looking for monsters in a box, you can check this one. I'm not really looking for anything right now, so I'm gonna head out.
But it could be anything. It could be a Gigantos.
I know, you can really use
another one?
Gigantos.
The fifth one. Oh, yeah. Classic Worlds Collide. Oh, this is really dangerous, actually. I'm gonna smoke bomb over this. This can auto explode and wipe your party at low levels. So I'm just gonna run away. Run like hell, right? Alright, let me reformat this. I'm gonna put... what do we have? I swear I had an Atlas. I think it's on Cyan for whatever reason. You're gonna get Charm, and you have a tool, so you're gonna get that. Our Gao is gonna become a jumper, so Gauntlet, Dragonhorn is gonna be the setup. And Stunner is good enough. Let's see if we can find like a good spear for later on. You're gonna be throwing. Oh, you can use a sniper as well. I'm gonna keep the sniper for now. And I don't have my... I don't think I have my... No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna put like beads and earrings for now. And back row this guy, and there we go. I will like unequip Cyan at the exit and get my Atlas Armlet, which will boost the shuriken, or the physical part of throw, basically. So this is this is not a very good weapon shop. So we missed nothing. I'm gonna take the red cap, and we have no reason to go back to Narsh.
Yo, red cap and $30,000.
Yeah.
What I would do in this situation, I would go get the red cap and then draw an M on it and throw it on him.
Alright. Climb World of Narsh, World of Ruin Narsh.
And then that goes straight on the jumper, because you gotta increase your jumping power, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely. I thank you for getting... I think that went over Peril's head, but you got it, my friend.
Alright. Usually you want to do World of Ruin Narsh with the Yeti, because you can chain it with the one escape check, but we don't have the Yeti right now, so we're just gonna get right here. And... sorry?
Wasn't Shadow in the pickable spot?
Yes, but we don't have the Yeti, so it's kind of... Okay, wait a second. Red cap, not on you. Magus out on you, and red cap on you. And you're fine. Okay, this should be a piece of cake. We're so ahead of scaling that it doesn't matter. Actually, could just outright skip this dragon. The reason I'm killing this is because this could drop a high tier weapon, and we can make Locke usable. Otherwise, he will be just a drill user when I remember where the drill is.
In Worlds Collide, dragons drop a huge chunk of HP, they drop their vanilla drop in this flag set, and in our standard flag set, and you also get a high tier item as another reward for killing them.
All right. So this guy is gonna drop muscle bolt, muscle belt, and randomizer.
Genji helm.
No, don't do it. Don't
Show
do it,
me
Blue.
the Illumina.
Yes. Oh, it's even worse.
Oh.
Boo.
All right. We're still on the lookout for weapons. That's basically the only thing we need at this point. Edgar should be using some sort of Ice 2 and HP. I don't like it. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna put Strength on you because you're probably gonna be more usable. And where's Shout? Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put it on Terra.
In my opinion, you don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Because Terra can be casting. Okay.
We'll have
theory-
any high tier high tier skills though. I'd like to see
That's
5-3 something maybe.
The way I organize my parties, I want 3 characters that can do something. And in this party, it's Terra with magic, Gao as a jumper, and Edgar with throw.
Yeah.
And then the 4th party member is just usually a utility caster, either for mute, gray magic, or white magic.
Yeah, we do have Berserk,
you,
so we're covered here.
What
Why am I attacking the girl? Oh, oh, sorry, my bad. I got.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, we're fine. Yeah, you should not attack the girl form. I was just focused on chatting. I can only do one thing at a time, so.
All right. Arusta is bringing up a great point in the chat as well about the dragons and how they always drop 50 magic points. It's always a great time if you have a character that you want to learn a fringe spell that's not super useful but helpful, like a Doom, for example, or maybe a Mute. You just want a secondary character. Those are typically the times to do it because unless it's times 1 multiplier, they're going to learn it all right there.
By the way, we haven't mentioned weight tricking, which is something that every new runner should learn. Anyone wanna take on that topic?
I want to know what it is myself.
Sure, I can explain weight tricking. So when your character casts a spell, there's an animation like this during Fire 2, the fire animation. If another character has a ability that stops the timer, it also stops the timer for the enemy monsters. So by doing this, you can delay their turn and make yours, and I guess reduce the amount that your animations will impact you. This also works on the opposite side, where if an enemy is casting, you don't want to be like in a menu. You don't want to be looking at your rages because you're weight tricking yourself. Your bar is not moving while their bar is also not moving. So you want it to go both ways. There's weight tricking in both ways.
Yeah, I think the most helpful thing for myself to learn it was just imagine the enemy has an AT bar that's filling as yours fills, and to remember that if yours is stopped, theirs is stopped. If yours are filling, if your character's AT bar is filling, the monster's is also filling. So you want to kind of manipulate the time where you're in a menu where theirs won't fill when it's advantageous for you and not them.
Well, that's much cheaper.
Yeah, we got a much better deal. We got
no inflation in this world.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna sell a bunch of things. Not all the weapons because some of them I want to throw them. 2 force shields for whatever reason. Go away.
Go away. Selling force shields is a sin. I personally love force shields.
Oh, got the wolf.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Just checking here because I'm in this town. Oh, hello. I got one of those.
Oh, hello. You were saying about force shields?
In my opinion, force shields is one of the best equipment if you're a back row character.
Mm-hmm.
Because the main downside of a force shield is it has no armor. But if you're in the back row, you take half damage anyways.
Yeah.
So that downside is negated. But when you have a force shield, you take no damage from magic.
Okay,
It's divided by half, and then divided by a third again. So it's like 1/8 damage or something.
partisan versus stunner on Gao.
It's
I
always
think-
partisan.
Yeah,
Always
it's always
partisan?
partisan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about the
because it's
same.
that 1.5 multiplier.
Yeah, spears with jump have 2x multiplier compared to 1.5 with all the other weapons, so... kind of like a few more of these, and I don't think I need anything else from the shops by this point. A couple more remedies just in case. Green cherries... There we go.
Can I ask you a question, Pearl?
Sure.
Why are you buying sleeping bags instead of tents when a tent will heal all 4 characters at once and a sleeping bag only heals 1?
Tents are really slow. I can show you right now if I take a tent. Right now...
I believe tents is an 8-second animation.
Yes. I mean, it's cool. It's fancy. We get to see the tent animation, but I could have healed like 4 times with sleeping bags on that same amount of time. So usually, unless you're really, really short on money, or you're playing like a weird seed with very expensive items, you want to use sleeping bags. Alright, so we're in a kind of a difficult place right now, cause I did World of Ruin Narsh, and I got nothing. I got a dead check and a Jeng box, and a rail cup. So we need 5 espers.
I know where I'm going. Where are you going, Falcon Hit?
One of science checks. You can kind of whichever you feel is correct.
Gamble for triple esper on Dream? That's probably what I would do. We don't really need a dragon on Zoso. That's what the one thing that's keeping me from going to Mount Zoso.
That and warp stones. I don't think you have any warp stones.
No. I found warp stones, but this flag set starts with 5 of them, so just for not being blocked by stone hunting. So
I
I'm gonna
would
do the
personally
Dream.
be doing both of science checks, but the order, in my opinion, does not matter because I'm doing both of them.
So what does the wolf have? More strength. Interesting. I guess. And there they are. Oh, I got it already has. All right, so Terra or Lock. So any of those two. I mean, Terra already had a boost with strength. He's already 86 strength. Look at that. We're so boosted. And Gao is sitting at 102 speed.
I'm not. I don't have the script in front of me, but I think that's a lot of speed. Maybe some running shoes as well, just for giggles.
Alright. So we hope to see 3 espers here, hopefully. And be 3 steps
At this
closer.
point, I would simply be doing the faster checks. From your party members, it would be Seth Vigo Cave. Edgar's check is actually really nice if you can combo both of them, like you can in World of Ruin and World of Balance. You also get the peak on the World of Ruin check, the end of room check.
Very important question. Left or right on the stairs?
Right.
Team left here.
Always right.
Ooh, you! Get out of my stream. Alright, this is an easy boss. Jump. Fire. And shurikens. And Lock will be a fancy paperweight on this fight, I guess. I can flash, just to make yourself useful.
Flash is not worth... It's not worth the animation time.
Yeah, I know, but I feel bad about Lock. He wants to help.
Lock is literally standing around. If you really want him to help, you can equip him with the sniper.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I would almost give him that sniper and go get an offering if you wanted 4 characters doing something.
Yeah.
Because the fight command is the weakest option, but it's also the strongest option because it's one of the fastest animations you can do.
That's a nice find.
Oh, nice.
One thing we should mention is the... Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's calmness protection in 2 forms. So we can use one of those calmness protections for 10 hits, or for the first tier.
That was Siren, by the way. That's mute.
Tier 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mute for tier 2. So what else are you looking for Final Kefka to get through it?
I think we're fine because I have Doom as instant death, Fenrir and Phantom as my calmness protections, and we have Mute with Siren. So for the final fight, we are pretty much set up. I would like right now. I would like a little bit of better offense, maybe. Like I would like 5-3, maybe. That's what I'd like to see, and maybe some sort of weapon. But yeah, I could do like the sniper off or anything.
That's so strange. You don't take the chest in the middle of the room.
But the other one, yeah, that really go back. No, it's too late.
I'm preparing for
I would
69
reset and
chests.
go get it.
Take the meme chest at
That
the
really-
69 chest.
Understandable.
Yeah, every chest you don't open is an Illumina, of course.
All right, so how you feel? I believe we're in the 30s. What level do you feel comfortable at? What level do you start to feel really comfortable Falcon Hit for when you take on Kefka's Tower? What level do you want to be at?
It really
Just-
depends on my party composition. If my party is mainly magic, then 32 is a comfortable level for me. But if my party is like if three of my party members are physical, then I'd like to be around 34. Maybe 34 is about right.
Okay, very important tip if you're doing this check: save on a second slot here because you can be soft locked if this is a fight that you cannot beat.
If you save in the same slot, the game changes to Match Master every time.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
If not Magimaster and your level is divisible by 5, it will change it to Doom Gaze. It's written in the code. Peril showed it to me one day.
It should be an easy battle. Oh, wait a second. Sniper. There we go. So now you're officially usable.
Doom is
Actually,
one of those bosses you want to
sorry.
see until you don't want to see.
Yeah, but we have like a good setup here. I don't think Doom is gonna be an issue. Okay, so that's the reflect phase. So now we're gonna hold on with casting on Terra.
He also gets image during this phase.
Yep. But we don't
Which
care
is
with our
highly
characters
annoying.
except for Locke. But
Poor Locke.
throw and champ.
Or lock.
Throw and champ will do it. There you go. Gao take the wheel.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Gao's gonna
That's
be
120 speed now.
Love
Yeah.
these insta jumps.
yeah.
There's a bit of a quirk with jump. If you use the command during another action, like an action which you would wait trick for, the bar keeps filling while the action is happening. So you can get insta jumps like this if you do it on enemy actions. Which is why Gao like instantly fell down after using the jump command.
All right.
This
Are we
also
getting
works on
Sorry.
Final Kefka.
Are we getting the triple Esper dream? Come on. Oh, it's a cat hood though. Not bad. Oh, so
close.
6-6.
You don't want to see those. Hate to see those late, but love to see them early.
Alright, should we go for pickables or fast checks? I usually go for pickables at this point. We have Moblis and the party is strong enough that we can do it, I guess. Maybe check if that is an Esper. I really want to go with Bone Soso though.
Being at 3, I would still be doing unbeatable checks. I would be doing like Nantozo, SF Cave, and also Edgar's checks. Edgar's checks is the main one, but Edgar's checks are a little bit weird because it's very likely that he has a character behind him.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna peek. Let's do the following. I'm gonna peek engine room, and if it's not a character, I will follow it. If it's a character, I'll reset out. The thing is, I don't want to do Mount Zosa right now because I don't care about the loot. I don't care about the dragon, and it can be a character or it can be dead. So we're just gonna do this really quick pick and see if this is worth doing. And it sets her, so we're gonna reset because we don't need more characters, and I don't think I care about skip right now.
I mean, I think I would take Sessa because
Yes,
For
that's a
checks,
good
you're-
another fast
he
check.
gives
real
you another,
fast.
and also he gives Doomgaze.
Yeah, it's not an idea. The thing is, engine room is kind of long. You need to wait for the castle animation. There's the whole walk down and the walk out. Then you have to walk to the airship when you exit the check. So I don't think
The
it's
entire check together, I think, is about 7.5 minutes.
Yeah,
That is a little bit long. I agree.
So I mean, it's
Well, you got
it's right there. Maybe if you can get like a fast search the skies and the free check, maybe you can make it up. But it's kind of a gamble at this point.
you gotta remember it's about 8. He said 7.5. I think it's about 8 minutes. The last time I timed myself. For you, it's gonna be closer to 7 minutes because your party is so strong. You're not gonna struggle with the boss. But you finish that. You got Figaro Throne right there. That's gonna take you another 30 seconds. And then that's going to give you access to 2 more checks that are going to take you about a minute to do, plus a boss fight. So really, it's 7 to 8 minutes to get you 3 more checks in a span of 90 seconds.
This also depends on what sets of check it's right. Because if one of them are dead, then you're crying a little bit.
Yeah, it's 9 minutes for 3 checks, 3 possible pieces of progression, and if 2 are dead, well,
that's just how the random sometimes.
yeah.
I think
So
one
you
more
had
chest to set it up for the meme
Set
chest.
it up. Hold on. No,
Oh,
there's
it's
the one
empty.
outside. Ah, I knew it for some reason.
All right, usually you would take this dragon if you're right past here, but we are level 33. I don't really think we need more levels, so unless we could kill a dragon just to see if we get a good weapon drop, but I don't think we need it at this point.
If you're cherry picking for items, it's almost always a bad idea.
Come
Because
on.
right now there's a very, very short list of what improves you, and that's Illumina or Valiant Knife and Atma Weapon. And that's just, again, a really low odds of you getting that for the time invested.
We're hitting a lot of death checks. This is one of the kind of I don't know. It's sometimes it's a bummer. Sometimes it's a very useful item. Second cat hood for whatever reasons. Who can use that, by the way?
Yes, shame there's no dog food in this game.
Cyan and Edgar. All right. Edgar gets one of these, and we're gonna be swimming in money in no time. Warpstone. All right. So now I'm thinking actually to get sets. Okay, let's pick Maulet's. Let's pick Maulet's and see if there's an Esper here. I could go to the auction house and see if it's not there. I really, 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 really hate auction house with a passion.
Everybody hates it, so we should go there. And show
just
them,
to
show them
just to
people why they should hate
showcase how bad it can be. All right,
you
so
forgot a very important part of the World's Collide experience.
Shiva. All right, we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, step left here to avoid the dog animation.
I think the auction house deserved to be nerfed because I felt like I went to auction house every seed.
Yeah.
When it had the possibility of 2 Espers, because it's just so powerful. And at the end of the game, you just have so much money.
I didn't check the Espers at all. That's my fault there. We looted like 2 Espers and I just didn't check.
Even though this is a tutorial video, ultimately, as the players get more seasoned, you want to get out of the menus as much as possible. You've been so strong since you took on those Gigantos that there's not a lot that can take you down here.
The 2 more powerful characters are out. Classic Mobless check. And here comes Doomgaze. Oh, it's Tritok. Do we even... Oh, okay, we have throw. We're fine.
Yeah, we do.
You have throw.
I
think you might also have fire 1.
What are your... Fenrir?
No.
That doesn't...
Just, sure.
Yeah.
You could use flash, but there's a 1 in 3 chance of getting cold dusted.
Alright, just for the memes. 1 in 3, there we go. Every time. You can see the chill emotes in chat. Alright. Hold A time. Get the windy soundtrack here.
Well, you're probably fine, but at this point, I would use a bigger weapon because on the 3rd turn, I believe Tritok has a chance to use Gold Dust, And if both characters get cold dusted, it's a disaster.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I
if
did
they
not. I
both
did
get
not know that
frozen-
though.
If they both get frozen, it's a good chance to go to the bathroom if you have to go to the bathroom.
6-7. I'm gonna check no, not the throne. I mean, what are the also getting 2 characters from the checks?
Well, because you said it, now it's 100%.
I mean,
Because it's Setzer, I believe it's better odds that you'll get a character off of Setzer checks. This is part of the reason why I wanted to do Setzer checks. Because if behind Setzer is like Celeste, then you're chilling, right? But if behind Setzer is Strago, then you're crying.
alright. I will hope this is not there and not a character. And yeah, it paid off.
Nice.
Alright. Also remember that if you have Edgar on the team, you can put it at the front of the team and get handy dandy discounts out of this. And maybe we'll get a Mega Elixir or something we can need. Nothing really important. And oh, half price Super Bowls. Not that I need them now.
Oh,
but,
beautiful.
I'm gonna get one more elixir just for.
That is the best item shop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You had every possible skin, Super Balls, and elixirs.
Oh, skins. God damn it! I didn't buy any. I just forgot I had throw. Well, let's do that.
In my opinion, skins, especially on Edgar, are not worth it in the late game.
No, but
Throw-
I'm doing this, you know, because of KT. Basically, if I send him solo, I want him to have like some kind of elemental offense.
Why?
Just in case. I mean, we just killed Tritok, but
I
Just
mean,
in case.
throw ignores defense, and it's not elemental. I can't think of a situation where.
I don't
where
know. Sometimes,
simply
for
throwing a
example,
shuriken is better than
if
a
you
skill.
if you fight cranes, for example, you can just water skin both of them and 2-turn. And with shurikens could be even longer fight. You can get Iron Bolt and a lot of things. I don't know. There are some bosses that can be pesky.
So, so counterpoint to that, there's about 30 bosses left you can fight. So
yeah,
that- we got Crane, so we're at 1 in 30 in a situation where they become useful. What's another one? Let's work through this. We're all smart people. Well, y'all are smart people. I'm not. You know, we also got what's weak to fire? 'Cause we got some fire skins.
okay. Actually, I'm gonna check if this is dead
there's-
first.
Not the Dalos.
Okay,
it's
it's
the
not.
same.
A couple
Alright.
Ultros out there.
Brace yourselves. We're gonna do this. This is
What's
think
that? The Dalos sprite? That's a boss. Can't remember what his
Um,
name is.
What can I sell? Dagon, and I don't really. I have so many shields. I don't need that. I need the boots. Hyper Beast. I'm gonna put a Renegar. Crystal Helm can go. I thought I had more money.
That muscle
Interesting.
belt can go
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
a little bit.
I'm gonna keep one force though.
It's a little bit
uh,
awkward when you want to save your weapons to throw.
yeah,
This
'cause
is the
that's-
situation where I would sell a force shield.
Yeah, that Skyrender and Aura would get you over the top, but they're gonna do a lot of damage at one point.
Let's see if we get like the very, very rare first try, Esper. Oh, we got it!
Oh,
Nice.
everybody's gonna come here now.
Auction house is the best check in the game.
Oh, say no the first time, by the way. It's faster. Alright, 20k.
Yeah, every time you have
we're
the
off to
chance,
go.
come here, ladies and gentlemen. This always happens.
Yep. I definitely haven't had a 7 streak where I had 3 imp robots and was fuming. That killed a sub 110. Never happened ever.
Alright, we are mid-30s. I think this team is pretty good. Would you go out of your way to buy an offering for Log, or would you just keep it as it is? So at this point, we have like the time investment of going to buy the offering versus the amount of time you could save.
Well, you gotta remember, if you go buy that offering, you gotta sell your Skyrender and Aura.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Locke is not going to do that much damage with the offering. I think
Yeah.
More
on
strength.
This level,
Damn.
it should be about 1400?
Strength. Are you gonna get
Maybe
that?
less. Maybe closer to just 1000 because he doesn't have any of the boosting stuff. Generally, when you use sniper, you want to use it with morph or rage because they boost the damage or they're multiplicative with the damage of the sniper proc. A sniper proc is 3 times damage, and if you have, say, morph, it multiplies it by 2, so it's 6 times damage.
Alright, we're gonna jump into Kefka Tower. If you're short in levels, there's a couple of things you can do. Right now, I think I'm good in levels. If you're kind of in the low 30s, high 20s, which could happen, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go and kill one of the Quake Dragons, which are basically the Opera or maybe Narsh Dragon, which is still a little bit of a walk. Or you can send your entire party through the third lane and kill the Inferno spot, and I think it's the Gold Dragon spot. There it's on the third lane.
Gold Dragon is correct. That's correct.
Okay, so, or even better, you can do like entire party on Team 2 and kill Toilet Atma and Skull Dragon, and then warp out and do the. I mean that's only I only did that a couple of times, but if you're really low and you need like items and stuff. You have like Toilet Atma is a check on top of a boss fight, so you're gonna get an item there, and each dragon drops a high tier item. So if you're very starved on offense, that might be a thing you want to do, but not in my case. In my case, I kind of wanna divide everything so I can take on the most amount of things possible. So I know Gao can tackle pretty much anything on its own. Except for Magic Master, but he might know Berserk. So, and he also has Slot, which is non-elemental. This guy Throw can pretty much beat anything, so he's gonna go solo, and maybe even here on this row. We still have, I mean, this guy is kind of support, so he's probably gonna go in lane 3 with a companion, because otherwise Locke solo is useless. And that leaves Terra solo. Terra is kind of weak because we don't have any tier 3 spells. What would your team setup would be here? What would you do?
What I like to do, Pero, is I rank my characters 1 through 4, and I try to gauge how far away is number 1 from number 4. If number 1 is not very far away from number 4, then 1 and 4 go together in the right side. If number 1 and number 2 are close together, but they're so far away from 3 and 4 that it's a huge gap, 1 and 2 go on the left lanes, and then 3 and 4 take the right side. So there is no right answer, right or wrong answer. It's highly situational for myself.
A couple of things to know here is that if you have physical users, like something like a throw or maybe a weapon user, something like that, or if you want to get more levels, like an Atma weapon user, for example, you want them on the third lane because they're gonna fight 3 bosses, right? And that's gonna get a bunch of levels. Right now, I'm thinking that Edgar can benefit a little bit more from strength, so I'm gonna send him so he can actually hit harder with the shurikens and the weapons for throwing, and I'm gonna send Locke with him because he's basically useless outside of a very pitiful sniper swing. And I'm gonna put Gogo with Terra so he can mimic the Terra spells, and Cyan just to provide moral support with Gao, just to cheer as Gao jumps.
Yep, I would have the same setup. I wouldn't use. I would put Gogo with Terra, but specifically because he can use throw, because you have someone with throw, so they can work together very well. And in my opinion, Terra is your most vulnerable party member because she doesn't have a high tier spell. Although I think you may be able to supplement it with some Esper casts or what have you.
Also, he
and
had nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. One thing you can do for safety here is I'm gonna first check my equipment, which you find, and I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna do Team 3 first.
This is also why you start with 3 Moogle charms, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Also,
yeah.
I would check my spells because I don't think you've checked Death Versus since.
Not the ninth. I actually didn't check the last one.
Nice.
Odin was the last one? No, it wasn't. Starlit. No, damn it. I forgot which one was the last one. I think it was Odin. I might be wrong. But I don't have any tier 3 magic, as you can see. Nowhere. We have Bolt 2, we have Pearl. But the magic on this run, other than Flare maybe.
Is Flare run?
So
10
yeah,
seconds? Yeah.
So Flare ignores defense, but the downside of it is that it's so slow, like glacially slow.
This Flare will probably do about 5,000 damage with your Terra's magic stat, but also every time you cast it, you can throw 10 seconds into the garbage. That is how long the Flare animation casts.
Yeah, Flare does have its place against Match Master, against a Tritok if you don't have fire, against a Girl if you don't have any non-elemental damage, then Flare would do. But in this case we have Shuriken, we have Jump, so I think for Girl we're covered. This is okay.
This will do. These are the type of counters you want to see when you don't have the S tier offense. You got a lot of A tier offense, but the S tier offense
Actually,
hasn't been out
throw
there
the
yet.
on him. See if we can kill him before he grows.
In my opinion, Throw is S tier offense, but I'm sure other people have different opinions.
I mean, by the end of this, he will get like an extra 10 strength from the bonus, so those weapons are gonna hit pretty hard. Okay.
And also, in my opinion, Natural Jump with a Dragon Horn is S tier offense. It does like 7,000 per jump. It's just how much more do you want, right?
Yeah, especially when you have a speed boost.
It's gonna be doing 14,000 per action. Possibly up to 28,000 per action. If you want more than that, well, I mean, then you're headed into BK offering or like Atma offering egg territory.
So there's a lot of loot, as you can see here. Very easy to grab loot. That can be a kind of a trap at the very end game, especially when a party like this, when all the offense is set up. I have like elemental shields on everybody. I don't really need anything else, but if you're really scraping for your last pieces of offense, there might be a point in doing these.
So funny you mentioned that. We have an event going on right now in our Worlds Collide community called Battlegrounds, and our opening week was a qualifying seed that about 60 people all ran. All 60 people are going to run the same seed, and I almost thought to myself that I was trying to concoct a strategy that could give me an advantage over 1,500 people that nobody else would think of. And I almost settled on coming into Kefka's Tower at the start and then trying to loot all the chests in here, just hoping I found something so stupid that it was so stupidly powerful to come in here, find 2 or 3 high tier, find an egg, find an Illumina or something, and crush those 1,500 people. I did not do that because I think you started with 2 characters, so you can't even come in here. But I thought about that for quite a while, for like 2 days before I did my seed.
It's a great gamble. I would respect anybody that did that, but also you do start with 2 characters, so you can't.
Yeah, and I realized that when I loaded up a practice seed. So I spent 24 hours, debating a strategy I couldn't even do.
Also, don't drop 4 tons of weight on your party members. Please
Oh,
roll
it
them
won't let
away.
It won't even let you.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, watch out. For a long time, I thought that this would just result in a game over. And then I accidentally did it one time, and I was just like, oh, okay. The game's not gonna let you drop weights on your own party members.
Alright, so this is kind of a weird moment. The Guardian spot is kind of tricky because it's been a while since we didn't save, and this boss can very easily wipe you. But okay.
Gaze.
That's basically what I'm thinking.
Gaze safe.
One of our characters is weak to math. Let's see what happens.
What's 35 divided by 5?
Death.
A whole number.
Alright, no. But we're good. We're fine.
Oh, speaking of math,
Oh.
it's number 24.
That's almost a Magic Master.
It's like a Magi apprentice.
Yeah, it's
Baby
the first
master.
one Kafka tried to make. He didn't quite get it right.
I should equip the. Oh no, I equipped the Atlas and the Hyper Wrist on Edgar. Already hitting around 4k per shuriken. Not bad. Alright, so now we have the trial of statues ahead of us. What are the worst bosses that we can encounter here?
Well, we just made a joke about one of them.
Alright, meme chest. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Okay, who can use that? I think our gear is pretty good, but that's a very good meme chest. Okay, only Terra, so she will get it. And it's our favorite octopus. Say hi to Uncle T.
so
Make sure
to
you
answer
use
your
your
question,
octopus.
this is not one of the bosses you should be afraid of seeing here.
Yeah, absolutely not. Those skins I bought at the very end were not worth it. There we go. Alright. Okay.
Bosses that you wouldn't want to see, in my opinion, are any of the statue bosses, obviously. Magic Master, Doomgaze. Who's still
Stooges.
alive.
Stooges. It's just
Stooges.
awful.
Yes.
Stooges, maybe tentacles, but you're pretty powerful.
There may be Inferno
wait, no,
would have
sorry.
some trouble because you don't really have that much lightning elemental, so it would be a
I-
long fight.
I do have one
Yeah.
Thunder Shield, and I just looted a Minerva. So I'm not that bad, actually.
I don't know. I've taken a lot of shrapnels to the face.
You're fine.
Delta hit comes out of the third tune as well, and it hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt. It puts you to sleep forever.
Beats is fine, I guess. He's not gonna do much. Oh yeah, I never equipped you the parts then. Hello, have more damage.
There's also you've already came across them, but Marshall has some nasty combos you don't want to see here 1v1.
Oh yeah, that charge can hit for like 4k damage easily. Oh,
Charge.
it is just a waste of
Marshall.
time. Don't worry. We're gonna sit here
two
for a while.
retainers with 2 party members. Oh no, the hits.
So maybe care to explain to the audience why am I waiting without doing anything for a while?
Oh,
Me?
you met me. Oh, of course, of course. So in this fight, there is a random timer that exists that is anywhere between I think 5 and 55 seconds.
Correct.
And once that timer expires, you can kill some piranhas, and then Rizzo Pass will appear. However, if that timer is still active and you take out the formation of piranhas, you'll just get another formation of piranhas. So you can play it safe and just wait 55 seconds, and then he'll for sure appear after you kill him. Or you can kind of just, slowly wait for half the timer, wait for 2/3 of the time. Dealer's choice, but just let some time pass and then start killing some fish. And hopefully he'll appear for you.
Alright. So we only have one boss left, and Terra can use a Minerva, so I think we're pretty safe from pretty much anything.
Except for the number 5. I think Terra's level 35.
Is she? Huh.
We'll find
Psychic
out.
Also you.
Hopefully not the hard way.
We'll see. 33, we're fine. Gonna put her the Minerva, and off we go. Actually, you know what? Flare. Oh, you have flare. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. I get some speed, I guess. Oh, baby.
Oh no.
Uh,
Fine
wait.
here.
Not cut. All right, that's a reset. I'm
Okay, I
not
think you're in
waiting.
trouble here.
We have flare.
Yep. Flare, it was what's it going to carry you, but it's still a little bit dicey, right? Because if he tops you, it's GG.
A wall ring wouldn't be a bad idea here.
Okay, I'm gonna put a Thunder Shield for Wave Cannon in case he can heal that. Or no, he's gonna probably heal better with that. Yeah, I think we're as well equipped
Well, you
as
can
we
put the
be.
Thunder Shield on because... Well, never mind. You already had the maneuver.
No, you know what? I'm gonna break the Thunder Shield on him, I think, just to speed this up. We have plenty of shields.
If you want to try to get lucky, you can put the stunner on Go-Go. And then attack
Oh,
with Go-Go.
I didn't think that actually.
Or if you have stopped already, then well.
I think
do
you have
know...
a wall ring too.
All right, can he use the stunner? Yeah, he can. All right, come.
You have to put on a fight command.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
be able to do it on the first turn.
Right. Right. Alright. Let's see if he survives, though.
I would also check Terra if she has stopped, because if she has stopped, then it's over.
Nope. No, I'm gonna break the Thunder Shield. Nice block. Thunder Shield, where are you? Much higher?
I think it's on another character.
Oh, damn it. Never mind. Well, played it is.
It might be on... Yeah, it's on Go-Go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There it is. But I want him to be alive. I don't know what to do here.
Put the Force Shield on him.
That's not bad. Hopefully he won't get like
And now he has a chance to survive a Flare Star or Fire 3 or something. Well, actually, I don't think he gets the safe or. Does he get shell if you equip it mid battle? I don't remember.
No, he doesn't.
No. Only in Final Cut if you're transition. That's how you can cheese some shell strats.
Stunner, go! No, never lucky. All right, just gonna hold A for victory here.
Great example of weight tricking right here, by the way.
Sorry?
It's a great work, and great example of weight tricking right there.
Oh
by
yeah,
the way.
yeah. The one thing I can do well. By the way, if you are hovering over the fight command, that will not weight trick. This Gogo is surviving, but unfortunately not stopping.
He's a survivor, man. He hang up in that cave for how long?
That's that Force Shield magic evade. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And there we go. The chicken is dead. We're gonna get an Aura Lance. Can Gogo use the Aura Lance for even more damage?
Go or Gal?
Gao, sorry. I always
Okay.
mix them.
I still think you should put the Aura Lance on Go though.
I'll check. I'll check if I can equip it on Gal first. Do anything. Zip. All right. Let me see. Come on, come on. Oh yes!
Oh, beautiful.
So good. So good. I love when that happens. It's a 33% chance for him to keep that. So that's pretty good. All right, what are you doing? Shoot? I mean, shoot is fine. We do have instant death, but shoot is fine. I like him. That's gonna stay like that. We're just gonna 7 go. Nothing else to say. Just one final fight to make it through. Right, you can
You
go.
have one more fight? I thought you could everything.
No, it's just
Oh,
gonna.
you mean the final boss?
Yep.
Oh, apologize.
Alright. Get the ordnance on. And Gao is gonna be a monster. He's gonna carry the entire thing. Just gonna be careful not to get quaked or shockwaved on tier 1 if I do too much damage in the wrong way. Alright, there's many things that we need to know to clear the final battle and not die in the process. So there are 4 tiers, and there are many weaknesses and strats that we can exploit, and we will try to explain them the best we can as we go. I will try to not pause. So I will let Falcon and Blue take the wheel on this one, while I try to perform decently.
Can we remote desktop in and play for you?
If you can handle the lag. Alright, so the party is girl, treasure hunter, the king, and the fair child with the mimic as the fifth character, warming the bench. And do we have instant death? Okay.
Oh yeah, you got some instant death.
Yeah, not on
You
this one
have
though.
Doom on
Yeah.
Terra, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
anybody else.
You passed up a crucial point. On your character select list, you can see the numbers to the side 1 through 4 for your order. 4 will actually be your first person to act on tiers 2, 3, and 4 because they will be the first one with the menu to pop up. As everyone starts with a full ATB, so that's important. You want that first character you want to pull off a turn in that 4th spot.
Tell us to Doom, not working at all.
Yeah.
Do you want to do odds and I'll do evens, or the other way around?
Oh, okay.
I like even numbers, so you can do the odd ones.
Okay, so this first typical one is 3 parts: the long arm, which is the one on the left; the short arm, which is the balled up fist; and the face, which is the face. Long arm is vulnerable to instant death. That's Doom as well as Break. Face is vulnerable to fire. Generally, you want to be casting as much fire as you can. And short arm is vulnerable to water. So if you have tridents or water edges, they can deal very good damage. But otherwise, you'll have to attack it. And when you attack it, it has a 2 in 3 chance to counterattack you with a very powerful physical attack. So if you're the person you have attacking it, you want them to have good defense or be in the background.
I'm just gonna take it easy and heal for a little bit, although we're pretty safe, but those punches can really hurt sometimes.
What can you steal from each one of these 3 parts right here, Falcon Hit?
I believe all 3 of them drop an elixir can be stolen. An elixir can be stolen from them.
Gouge is slapping right now.
Yeah, that short arm has about 23,000 HP on a standard flag set. Alright, so we're transitioning up to tier 2 now. As I mentioned earlier, everybody's going to start with a full ATB. And for tier 2, we got 4 parts. And there is an order of operations with this one as well. As with the previous tier, let's work our way left to right with these tiers that I mentioned. The far left is going to be what we call Sleep. Sleep is going to hit you with some nasty magic attacks. But the nice thing about Sleep is, Perro was showing off, Sleep is vulnerable to mute, so if you can get a mute casted off on them, they are essentially neutered for this fight.
Sorry, not Sleep, it's a magic vulnerable to mute. Sleep is
magic,
from tier 2.
excuse me. I don't, it doesn't matter what her name is. There's still a line from a electric individual. So working left to right, as you can see, Pyro casting Doom on this is a part we call Tools. Tools also has some nasty attacks they can hit you with, but they're susceptible to instant death. Unlike the previous tier where Shoat and Stone will also work, it will not work on this tier, so you need X-Zone, Odin, Raiden, or Doom to take him out. Staying in the top right, we have Hit. Hit will only do physical attacks, and they don't hit as hard as the previous tier, but they can still do some damage if you got some low tier armor. And then finally, at the bottom of the screen, we have Tiger Face. Tiger Face is number 2 in the order of operations after you use instant death on tools. What Tiger Face will do on his first turn is nothing. On his third turn, he will do a nasty elemental attack. His second turn, and his third turn is when he can start inflicting some status elements such as zombie, etc.
And shield, as you can see.
Really inconvenience your party. So that's why you want to take Tiger Face out after the instant death part on tools. And then after you get those 2 parts down, you're generally in a safe space, except for one thing, the death counters. So Hit, the first part on the far right, will death counter with 10 hits. 10 hits is just what it is, exactly what it says it is. It's 10 attacks. 10 attacks are going to be fired off in succession at you. If you happen to get a character with low HP, they are it's acceptable to getting wiped out there. So what a lot of players do is they'll take hit out first and save the far left piece for last, because the far left piece has a death counter as well, but that death counter has a chance to be quarter and or 2 dispels. And quarter won't kill you, but it will take away some HP from you. So it will hurt you, but it won't kill you. And a couple weaknesses I forgot to call out. Tools, if you don't have instant death, it's acceptable with weak to bolt. So some bolt 2, some bolt 3 will do quite a bit of damage to it. And then Tiger Face on the bottom is weak to ice. So ice 2, ice 3s, your ice shields, your ice rods do quite a bit of damage as well.
Very minor detail. Magic is weak to earth, which you can not really exploit except for throwing a gravity rod, maybe. And Terrado, I think.
If you got Gaia Gears, you can cast Quake freely.
It's a floating enemy, I think.
Yeah, Terrado wouldn't even work because it's also you can't use it against floating enemies.
Oh, well, so much for that.
So gravity rods.
Yeah. Speaking
all
of rods,
gravity rods you're saving, right?
if you have throw and you have a heal rod, well, just I will explain what happens. I'm not gonna do it, but heal rod has 255 battle power, so it's one of the best weapons for throwing. But if you're not careful, you can throw it to your face, because it auto-targets the thrower. As you can see, if I select the heal rod, it stands on Edgar by default. So be very careful if you're throwing one of those, because I have done it a couple of times.
Tornado Keith asking a question in the chat. If you don't have mute, how do you take care of tier 2? You still want to do magic last, because what can happen is if you accidentally kill magic and then you accidentally overqueue when you kill hit, is you can eat a quick to the face, or a quarter to the face, and get everybody real in critical HP levels, and then to have a 10 hit come off right after that is a really good chance you could wipe if you don't have high evasion.
Welcome to Tier 3. It's what we've been preparing for the entire game, in my opinion. The guy on the bottom is Sleep or Rest, depending on what you call him. I call him Rest. And the girl that is already dead is Lady or Girl. I call her Girl. She only has 10,000 HP, or 9,999 HP, but she absorbs every element in the game, so you can only use physical or non-elemental attacks against her. So if you have a Ragnarok or if you have Throw, this is what you want to use. Rest on the front has 40,000 HP. Oh. And will alternate between single target and multi-target attacks.
This could be bad.
The multi-target attack is all dodge.
Oh.
Double digits. Nice. We'll alternate between single target and multi-target attacks. The multi-target attacks are W-Wind, Merton, and Nothing. And the single target attacks is a 2/3 chance of doing a regular attack or a 1/3 chance of doing Condemned. And then when he falls below 30,000 HP, this is the general. It's like a very specific number, but generally it's 30,000. He will start counterattacking with Train and Meteo, as you saw. And then when he dies, he will cast Calmness, which will kill one of your party members. To avoid this, you want to use a spell that dodges physical attacks, because it is a physical attack. So Fenrir works, Vanish works, and Golem works. This is generally what we call Calmness protection.
I did have remedies. Where are they? There we go.
And then finishing this up with tier 4. On tier 4's first turn, Kefka will always use Fallen 1 as long as 30,000 worth of damage has not been dealt to him. He is still in his Fallen 1 phase. So first turn, unless you do... Oh, we might get it right here. Nope, we're not going to get it. But unless you do 30,000 damage to him before he takes a turn, you're going to get hit with a Fallen 1. And here it comes. So now that Fallen 1 has come out, your goal here still is to get him out of this phase. You want to do over 30,000 HP, and that switches him to phase 2 of his battle script. Phase 2 of his battle script will alternate between hyperdrive, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, fucking him, but I think he can only fire off hyperdrive or regular attacks, and he
Yes.
will counterattack with hyperdrive. But he will also do on his turns is Goner. When he does,
Damn.
Actually, he'll counterattack with attack or hyperdrive. On his next turn, he will start the Goner charge.
Okay, so what we want to see is his head come out in front of him, and that means he's charging up for Goner.
I
Goner
miskilled
is a
someone.
pretty strong.
Oh,
Heal away, my
I
friend.
screwed up.
Oh, it's all right.
That's okay.
And,
I will wait a little bit for jumping with Ghost so he can avoid the Goner, I guess.
Yeah.
Through the
Goner is
partisan.
a nasty non-elemental attack that can do anywhere from 2,000-ish HP depending on your current level. And at Perro's current level right here, that's about how much it's going to do. His 3 characters that are alive will not be wiped on this, I believe, but his Gao would evade it here, so that's why Gao was in the air to dodge this attack.
I think he has so much speed.
I think your
he's gonna,
Gao has,
yeah.
he's
There
gonna
we
come
go.
down, but it's not based on level, but it's based on it does have a spell power.
Oh.
So if you have a lot, but it is reduced by magic defense.
Oh,
So if you have a lot of magic defense, it'll do less damage.
today I learned.
But if you have like a generally okay amount of magic defense, it'll do about 1,700.
But yeah, as you can see, none of that matters. Perro was so strong. But 30,000 gets him to that counter phase. Then you have another 20,000 damage you need to do to trigger his ultimate phase. His last 10,000 worth of HP, he has the potential to counter with Ultima, which will do even more damage than Goner, and is something you don't want to eat to the face
Yeah.
too many times, or else
Yeah.
it's going to wipe you.
Yeah. Also, you cannot mitigate Ultima in pretty much any way unless you jump or you life 3, I think. That's the only thing you can do.
You can also it is also absorbed by Runic, which
Yeah.
is the
Oh,
it is.
one.
That is true, yeah.
Is
It's
the best feeling in the world.
The one plus of Runic in an end party.
But yeah, usually if you have like 3 elemental shields or stuff like that, you can just break the 3, and usually that takes you, that kills before Goner is even out.
Yeah, all of the bullets can come out of the chamber for the last phase because you don't need those shields anymore. You don't need your ice rods, your pearl rods anymore. You can throw them out there.
I like to get as close to 30,000, but not over, and then do one big attack. So I'm well over the threshold, and then it makes my second threshold much smaller during the Goner phase.
Yeah, alright. Was a pretty good run. And this seed has been sponsored by Double Gigantos. They basically carry this run. Was pretty fun.
And Mountain Dew. If you saw the joke from Moogle Plex earlier about Mountain Dew, you'll get that.
No. I missed it. Where is it? I'm gonna scroll up.
Yeah, you can scroll on up. Mountain
Shout
Dew is
outs-
also an official
Shout
sponsor
outs
now.
to Moogleplex. Alright. Alright, so we are done with this edition of Moogle's First Seed. If you want to roll more of these similar kind of difficulty seeds, I made a preset on Seedbot, which is Ultra Slide. You can do exclamation preset Ultra Slide. I'm gonna type it in chat, and you can roll another one of these with the similar flags. So, what would you think a new player can expect regarding time goals for this kind of seed? What will be something that a new runner could achieve, like
Well-
sub 2 hours maybe as a first goal?
Absolutely not. My first advice to any new player that plays their first seed ever is to do what I did, and that's the 100% of seed. That means, Perro started with Terra, he started with Cyan and Gal. What I would suggest a new player do in that situation is just keep going. Go explore everybody's checks, go to the Opera House, see what happens there. Just keep going till you find every character and do every character's checks that you can possibly do. So that way you are familiar with yourself. You familiarize yourself with where you can and can't go in Worlds Collide, because some parts of the vanilla game don't apply to Worlds Collide unless they're specifically set to, like Solitary Island. Unless there's an objective for Sid to die or live, there's no reason to go there in our standard flag set. So just get out in the world, explore everything, touch everything, feel everything, And don't worry about the clock yet, because your enemy, your first seed, is not the clock. It's not Kefka. It's learning the flags and where you can't go in the game.
I 100% agree. When I first started, I had Emo Tracker, which has a map component. There's also a map in the guide section in the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide wiki, which in my opinion is awful. It's so confusing that I had no idea what I was looking at.
Yeah, same.
So, so I just used the Emo Tracker map, even though it's a little bit outdated now. It'll, in my opinion, it has a better way of telling you where to go. And yes, 100% seed to start. You
Yeah, I think it was
simply
too
getting
impatient
experience.
to do that. Yeah.
Simply getting experience is the main thing that you want to do.
Yeah, and once you do that, you'll learn how can I do the exact same thing I did. How can I clear this seed, but how can I do it with less so that I get a better time? So ultimately, your opponent's going to be the seed and the flags, and your opponent will shift to Kefka. And then once you get more seasoned, your opponent's going to shift to the clock. And how can you save off minutes and seconds?
Cool. So I think this is a wrap. Any final thoughts? Any shoutouts you want to do? I want to say just if you have any questions about how to run the game, or maybe even how to set up. That's I think a video that's also coming is how to set up the auto tracker and everything. So if you have any questions about anything about Worlds Collide, head over to the community. This is basically the friendliest community I've ever participated in. So everyone is so eager to help. So don't be afraid to hit Discord. I will put the link in the video description. Everyone is very, very helpful there.
Yeah, and thank you again, Falcon Head, for joining us. I kind of hope Pero enjoyed his surprise. I DM'd him earlier today and asked him if he wanted to hop on for a few minutes, and he stuck around the whole time.
Nice. Yeah, thank you for your commentary, Glue Falcon. Thanks for joining. And all right, that will be about it. Thanks everyone for joining, and I will see you around.
See ya.
Later, my dogs.